You get the video title. I will be talking about 30 things I would like to see in Splatoon 3. From game modes, idols, weapons, and much more. Before we get into the video, I hope all my favourite subscribers are excited for Splatoon 3 as much as I am. Please subscribe, that'd be so cool for you. Let me know your hopes for Splatoon 3 in the comments below. So let's get right into it. I'll be listing features and some other things I would like to see in Splatoon 3, in no particular order. I would like to see loads of stages at the start of Splatoon 3. At launch, Splatoon 1 started with 5 stages, while Splatoon 2 started with 8. I personally would like to see around 8 to 10 maps at the launch of Splatoon 3, focusing on new maps rather than old ones. There will be 4 game modes at the launch of Splatoon 3. I don't think all the modes will be exactly the same or even be returning. I would like to see Splat Zones and Rainmaker to return in Splatoon 3. The other 2 modes I would like to see entirely new modes for. It could be the 8-ball or rocket modes found in the files of Splatoon 2, but I feel like these 2 are unlikely. Let's hope the new modes are unique and fresh. One of my biggest wishes is to have a range of new options in private battles, from changing the rules of the game, such as maybe only using one specific weapon, to changing the ink levels of each player. I think this will give a lot of new ideas and replayability for private battles. Even to just have the option for giving out a room code which anyone can use without being my friend. Since I stream a lot, my friend list keeps annoyingly getting to the max number of friends, which is 300 on the Nintendo Switch. Let's hope public codes for Splatoon PBs will be at least a thing. Hot take. There are too many Dualies in Splatoon 2. We got the Splat Dualies, the Dapple Dualies, the Tetra Dualies, Dualie Squelchers, and the Gluga Dualies. There are 14 different variants of these Dualies. This fills one page of the weapon menu. What? I don't think we need this many for one specific weapon. And I'm scared for the Splat Bow will be similar, as it's the iconic weapon for this game. I'm hoping we only get around 2 or 3 types of Splat Bows with a few variants. I want to see quality over quantity for weapons in Splatoon 3. I don't want to see a lot of returning maps. However, a few stages from the first game are welcomed. As we saw in the latest trailer, Splatoon 1 stages are returning. The 2 stages I want to see are Flounder Heights and Mai Resort, because they are super cool. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate allows you to choose music from Splatoon 1 and 2. Why can't you not do this in Splatoon 2? We need this feature in Splatoon 3. Disabling and enabling specific music tracks would be so cool to see. Maybe increase the chances for some tracks to appear more often, as we also see in Smash Bros. Splatoon 1 and 2 tracks should return in Splatoon 3 and can be actually played in the game. In Splatoon 2, some of the original tracks did return, but only for Squid Beats 2. Maybe unlocking the older tracks in some way and being able to choose if you want to enable the music to be played in a Turf War game would be amazing. Well, we got the new Splat Bow. That is the only new weapon we know of right now. I am hoping that we will be seeing a few more weapons and varieties of older weapons in Splatoon 3. I personally would like to focus on melee weapons, similar to the Splat Roller and Octobrush. And I'm sure we can choose what colours are used in specific game modes, either in a private battle or online. There is sort of an option from previous games, which is called the colour lock, but that only sets the ink colours to yellow and blue. I am colourblind, so sometimes I do keep colour lock on, even if I can see most of the ink colours. The only ink colours which I struggle with is the light pink and blue ink colours. Enabling and disabling the different ink colour sets would be very useful to have. Don't make this ability return. I do like it for some weapons, such as increasing the ink coverage, but I hugely dislike that most weapons are just damage up for this ability. I would rather avoid seeing damage up or even defense up abilities in Splatoon 3. It made the meta in Splatoon 1 annoying, and the main power up in Splatoon 2 is a sore thumb compared to all the other abilities. I would like to few to none returning stages from Splatoon 2. It makes sense that Splatoon 1 maps are returning from Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, since that game is on a different console. With Splatoon 3 being on the Switch like Splatoon 2, players can just glow back up Splatoon 2 if they really want to play on those stages. If we really need returning maps from 2, I would like them to re-add Wahoo World and Skipper Pavilion. Both were unique stages which were added at the end of the update cycle. No, not you. 1000%ing Splatoon 2's story mode sucks. Replaying the main story mode 9 times is not fun at all. I have not even beat it yet fully, since I would rather play other modes in Splatoon 2 than playing the same story mode 9 times. Return of the Malians story mode in Splatoon 3 should focus on playing the whole story mode once, with a few replayability sections like we saw in Octo Expansion. Each level usually has 3 different weapons to choose from. A similar approach for this for Return of the Malians would be great. Splatoon 2's ranked mode felt rushed. Halfway through the update cycle, X rank was just slapped on top of the already established ranked system. Even playing ranked mode later in the game, like today, it feels like everyone's in X rank. Apart from getting the top 500, the game feels pretty unrewarding if you do want to get to the top ranks. Ranked mode is annoying, and I personally don't feel motivated to play it anymore. Splatoon 3 could rework this ranks system a bit, and maybe have rewards for players getting to the top of the higher ranks. This might be a given, but I hope we see the return of Shifty Stations or something similar for Splatfests. I really enjoyed playing on each of the levels from its unique stage mechanic. We don't know where Off the Hook is right now in Splatoon 3. It seems the Squid Agents 1 and 2 are focusing on fighting the Octarians. It is possible we could see new idols for the city Splatville. I would like to see male idols for Splatoon 3. Another idea is that the duo idols could be Pearl and someone new, since this is the City of Chaos. It is possible that Pearl could have left Off the Hook, since she did leave another band before Splatoon 2. Who knows? I want a completely new zombie-like game mode in Splatoon 3. I personally don't see Salmond Run returning. Some new setting which involves protecting or defending something would be cool to see. Hot take, but I'm not a huge fan of Salmond Run. I think it gets too repetitive after only a few games of it. If we do get Salmond Run 2 in Splatoon 3, it should have a bigger pool of unique maps, a lot more interesting waves, and maybe even more rewards to come back to the mode. When the possible new Salmond Run is live, it should at least have 2 stages rather than 1 to make it more unboring. That's all. I would love the concept of playable arcade games from Splatoon 1 to make it return for Splatoon 3. I love playing these while waiting for my next match to come up. I was not a huge fan of adding effects to the music in the lobbies of Splatoon 2. That's so lame. Having some small playable arcade games as a pop-up screen in the lobby for Splatoon 3 before the actual turf game starts would be awesome. I would like a more in-depth photo mode. While we have some form of a photo mode in Splatoon 2 with the amiibos, giving me the ability to go on any map and control dummy players to move and pose them would be so cool for taking pictures. I can imagine if you want specific clothing and gear for other characters in the photo mode, you'll need amiibo to change their gear. I expect the mode to be similar from the photo mode in Animal Crossing. A way to choose previous idols to appear on the newsfeed would be rad. Maybe you can mix and match the idols too, such as choosing Callie and Pearl as a duo to create some interesting dialogue between them. I want to see other modes, even if they are very small scaled. I loved the Battle Dojo in the original game, and feel like there was something missing from Splatoon 2. One idea I had is the Battle Royale mode. No, not Fortnite. A Splatoon Battle Royale where you land in a huge open area, where you need to ink and split other players, and become the #1 victory royale. Splatoon 2 content updates lasted from 2017 to 2019, so around 2 years. I would really like to see updates for Splatoon 3 to go even longer. This time I want to see updates for weapons and stages for at least around 3 to 4 years. Splatoon 3 updates would last until 2025. I feel this just makes sense, especially after how long Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC went on, which was from 2018 to 2021. 3 years. I don't think we'll be seeing Splatoon 4 anytime soon either. Most likely a Nintendo Switch 2 thing in the very far future. Apart from the 2020 and 2021 Splatfests in Splatoon 2, we had Splatfests going on for around 3 years as well. For Splatoon 3, I do hope Splatfests for at least 4 to 5 years. Even the later ones don't have to be new ones, they could just repeat previous Splatfests if they want to. It seems the more recent Splatfest in 2020 was very popular and still had quite a few repeats of previous Splatfests. I do hope we get seasonal Splatfests anyways, each year. While it seems Splatoon 3's main story mode is the return of Malians, I do hope we see some smaller story modes in the game. I think it'd be cool to see a smaller scaled story campaign around some of the other characters, such as Off the Hook. Even if these extra story modes are DLC, it would be cool. The later added specials on sub-weapons into the game felt they had so much more potential. The Torpedo, Fizzy Bomb, Booyah Bomb, and the Ultra Stamp were weapons which were added late into the game. These weapons only appear on 4 to 5 weapon kits. I think it would have been nice to see Splatoon 2 add a few more weapons, especially for these sub-weapons and special weapons. I am hoping to see the return of these weapons in Splatoon 3, and if there needs to be any changes. I love using the Ultra Stamp and Fizzy Bombs, so it would be cool to see them again. Maybe not Booyah Bomb, unless they change a lot of it. I think it would be cool to see more weapon skins, like we saw with the hero weapons and the Octoshot from the previous games. A easy change would be making them not entirely new weapons. Just make the option on the Splash Shot to change it from the Splash Shot to the Hero Shot. Dedicated servers for Splatoon 3. Don't make the netcode peer-to-peer. While it works in Splatoon 2, sometimes it just doesn't work for some players. Adding rollback for Splatoon 3 would be interesting. Other ways to get meals and drink tickets. I personally dislike that you can only get them in Salmond Run really. It is annoying. What if I don't like the mode? Multiple ways for getting tickets is the way to go for Splatoon 3, even if it's from daily challenges or maybe just rewards in other modes. In the public lobby of Turf War, you should be able to choose what stage you want to play on, like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. A different lobby system for casual splatting like Turf War and maybe for ranked mode would be great to see. This can give players a chance to play on multiple stages without waiting every 2 hours. It will also be funny to see a stage selected that no one wanted. I think the apartments idea from other Splatubers is just pretty neat. Woo! Imagine this room, but as an apartment. You could design in Splatoon 3. The room theme is all up to you, and it's the place your Inkling or Oxling can chill out while they're not playing any Splat games. Maybe you can even invite other players around to visit your apartment. The same Dilemma team made Animal Crossing New Horizons, which has a very advanced house decoration system, especially found in the new DLC. I think having something related to the main mode would be great to see, and will add a lot of variety of gameplay for Splatoon 3. I will add a bunch of videos by other creators talking about apartments more in depth in the description below. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video! Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with others. It helps me a ton. Let me know your hopes for Splatoon 3 in the comments below. Bye bye!